Good morning, Alta Realty Group agents. This is Kevin Lauren. I'm the Director of Training and Marketing here. I hope you guys are having a great morning so far. Today, we're going to have an awesome webinar, and we are joined by our corporate broker, Travis Breton. Good morning, Travis. Can you hear us?
Yeah, how you doing, Kevin?
Doing great. Well, today I'm really excited about this webinar because as real estate agents, time, and really just as professionals, time is really our biggest resource that we have, and we really have to use it wisely. So automating things and getting things scheduled and streamlining our business is a big theme here at Alta Realty Group. So Travis, I'm glad that we are going through this today because I know this is going to help a lot of agents. So the things that I want to go through today are a couple of different things with automation. Our agent marketing system that all Alta Realty Group agents have access to does have a lot of really good automation features. So the important automation features with agent marketing are, of course, the creation of our collateral. So the way the agent marketing system works is if we successfully connect it to the MLS, and most of the MLS IDX feeds cost between $20 and $32.99 a month for that connection. So once we've got that connection, we are able to just upload a property, or if we get a new listing, we're able to upload that property into the MLS as we normally do. But the agent marketing system will now read the MLS and see that we've uploaded that, and within 24 hours we are going to have all of our single property websites, all of our text message marketing, everything is going to be created for us. And so I'll just show you a quick demonstration of what that looks like. So in our agent marketing system, we have our properties. This is Marcella's. And so say that we just uploaded this property. What's going to happen is we are going to have an email that looks just about like this sent to us. In fact, it looks exactly like this. And so you as the agent, all you got to do is make sure that you get your property into the MLS. Make sure you upload all of the beautiful pictures that you paid professionally to have taken. And 24 hours later, within 24 hours, this email will come to you. And so this email will have your single property website. It'll have your branded virtual tour, and it'll also have the MLS compliant virtual tours that you can upload into your system as well. So really, really good stuff. It even creates a QR code and a special text code for your property as well. Now, in other, especially in last week's training, we talked about a really good way to use text writers and not have just this generic code, but to create something special like Marcella sells or Cynthia sells or something to that effect, so we can continue to use those text writers and we don't have to throw them away when we're done. So this is one of my most important and favorite automation features of our entire system, is just having access to this. And so of course we click on this and this takes us to our property site, and we probably need to pay professionally and get a little bit better images, right, Marcella? So it does create a very nice single property website for us. It has the gallery, as long as we've got plenty of images that we've uploaded to the MLS. Has the virtual tour, and the virtual tour is just basically kind of an animated tour and slideshow using the images that we uploaded into the MLS. And then it's got some great maps: property map, aerial view, street view. And these are great because these come directly from Google Maps. And so we're able to see exactly where that property is, and we're able to see street view even. So all this stuff is done for us. This is kind of funny. It's got the gardeners were out in front that day. But really, really powerful, guys. This is really easy. It's automated for us. So it really makes our job easy. Then we've got payment info, more info, and people can even click on here and spit out a brochure. So all of this stuff is automated and ready to go for you. And Travis, this system, you'll attest, has just gotten better and better, right?
Yeah, they're constantly adding new stuff to the mix of tools. Um, it's really grown, especially over the past, like, I'd say 6 to 8 months. They're really adding in a lot of stuff, lots of
For
new
sure.
templates and stuff too.
Yeah,
And one
loving those.
real quick on the brochure, that's something you guys can use too. If you're using a flyer box and you need a decent flyer, you can just click on this and print off a bunch for yourself too.
Right. So you just
That's
click this,
fantastic.
download the PDF, and away you go. You can print those. And then, as you guys know, we also have through Breakthrough Broker, and even just our Agent Resource Center, we do have other ways to create brochures. But this is an easy, down and dirty way to create a brochure and have a PDF, and you're ready to go. So
Yep.
again,
Quick and easy.
very easy, making it really, really easy. Yeah, we like automation a lot. So this is the automation version of or portion of the property websites and the collateral that gets spit out automatically through the agent marketing system. So the next thing I want to go through that's automated and making our lives very easy is the email drip campaigns. So email drip campaigns, as well as IDX, custom IDX searches for our clients. So that's what I want to go through next. And guys, remember, we do have a chat feature, so any questions that come up, or if I'm going too fast, don't hesitate to put the questions into the chat, and we'll get to those as soon as we can. So with the email drip campaigns, this is another great way to automate our systems and to automate our touches to our clients. So we have access to these nice canned drip campaigns that come with our agent marketing system. However, you can notice that we can create our own. And so she's created, or she hasn't done it yet, but Marcella has started to create a new drip campaign. So if we want to have a new drip campaign that goes out to a specific grouping of clients, we can create a new campaign here. And so this is really important because we always, as agents, need to be reaching out to our sphere of influence and making sure that they know that we're still out here doing real estate, and we're still, doing sales. This is what we do. So really, really important there. Another part of the automation is the monthly newsletters. So every every agent needs to be writing a monthly newsletter. And if you don't have time, well, agent marketing writes them for you. So I encourage you guys to use these as a base and go in and edit them and make them your own. Make a little bit, make them personalized, make them, stuff that you would say, not that, these are bad in any way, but it's great to put a personal touch on all these. So you can use these as a starting point in your monthly newsletters. But really, I recommend you guys do a really cool newsletter about your farm, about things happening in your area, really, really custom stuff. That's what's going to set you apart and keep you top of mind with your constituents, with your clientele. So anything to add there, Travis?
No, I'm just excited to get to the social media part.
Yes, that is the most important part. So this is great. Every agent needs to be utilizing these, and of course, all of these things are connected to our CRM, and so the CRM is where we keep track of all of our clients. So one other part, and so if you've got your monthly newsletters turned on for your clients, that's how they're going to get these. So the other way to stay top of mind is let me just click into this person, is we can send these people, first of all, this is where we can, select which drip campaign that particular client should be getting. So that's a good little spot there. But this is really key, you guys, to create a custom IDX search for your specific clients. So somebody contacts you, they tell you that they want, properties in Castaic in, between 300,000 and 500,000 and 3 bedrooms. Well, we can create that special custom search for that person, and we can make sure that they get an email that will allow us to stay top of mind and it will give them the properties that are available in that area in their price range on a weekly basis, and even sometimes a couple times a week if new things pop in and out of the MLS. So we can define a search radius here. Maybe we know that they just want in Castaic. They don't want to go anywhere else but in Castaic. We can move this thing right over Castaic like that, and we can specify minimum 300,000, maximum, let's say 550, and 3 bedrooms. So now this has found 2,463 properties in this area. Well, that's a lot. So let's maybe back that down into a 1 mile radius. And now that's a little bit more reasonable. And we can select which view we want that person to look at. The map is really great. And we can enter a nickname for this search. So this is for Shauna. So we're going to call this the Shauna search. Save IDX. And now Shauna is going to receive an email every time something new comes up on the market in that area. So, and I get these, I set myself up, and I hope every agent sets themselves up for search for properties in your area, and that way you get the email, you understand what's going on in your market, and you can, as you see things that pop up, you can be making phone calls to people that that are looking for certain properties in the areas. So it keeps you, abreast of all the information as well. So very, very key automation feature with our agent marketing set. So does anybody have any questions on that? I know I kind of flew through it, but it's really, really important. So I want to make sure that everybody gets that. And of course, we always recommend that you schedule a 1 hour training with me one-on-one if you're confused about a certain thing or you want to go through something through a screen share. Anything else to add there, Travis?
No, I really like this feature of agent marketing because it kind of ties everything in, to the CRM, and just it has the branded stuff going out to them all the time.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good, and it's just, again, it's just a lot of automation, a lot of easy ways to, to schedule things and to make things happen and to be very consistent with our groups. So really, really cool. Now, this is the kind of the most important part, is scheduling things for social media. So, everybody knows this is how we do a post. So we write in whatever the heck we're gonna put in to do our post. We select a video or a photo or whatever the heck we're gonna do, and then what we are able to do. I'll just put a little example in here. Oops. There we go. Well, Facebook's having a little bit of problems, but anyway, we'll put in our messages, and instead of sharing now, we can schedule the post. And so this is really great because now we can go ahead and we can sit down, on a Saturday or while we're at an open house or at 11 at night, whenever it is, we can schedule out an entire month's worth of posts. And that way we don't have to think about it. So we can, literally anytime we want, we can schedule this. And so you sit down, you schedule your posts for the month, and you're done. Unless there's something new or specific that you want to, pop up real quick. Right, Travis? There's obvious things that pop up, that's like, oh, shoot, this just happened, so I'm going to post this. But this at least takes the, we're making sure that we're going to be consistent throughout the month, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you can schedule. One thing that I did, you can take, let's say, the IDX search pages that you create,
Right.
and let's say you created one for, pool homes in your neighborhood or something like that. You can just grab the URL of that IDX search page that you created,
Right.
and you can stick it in to a post and just say, hey everyone, or hey, would you like to take a look at any of these pool homes this weekend with me? Schedule it for a Friday. And, you can set up different searches or something like that and just schedule out the week. Maybe you're popping a few of those in during the week, or maybe you're doing it every Friday on a consistent basis, putting the IDX feed out there of a certain search of homes and just kind of reaching, to see if any buyers are interested and looking at some of those homes. So, I mean, that's like one example you could do for, a Friday post.
For sure.
Going into the weekend or something like that. Or maybe you have open houses, on your website, a page for that, or, I recommend the IDX link a little more, but,
Yeah.
Or maybe, you're having them land on, the school page or something like that once a month. You can schedule out on Facebook out to 6 months.
Oh yeah. So and that's the other thing. You don't have to just do it for the month. I think doing it for the month is probably a pretty good idea, because you're going to keep getting things that are a little more current. But but you're absolutely right. So we can be posting our single property websites. And, so this is an example of one of our single property websites, of course. And so, hey, we're going to take that URL, the web address, and we're going to copy that and paste it into here and make sure we have a nice image. And then we're going to go ahead and schedule it out. You can also backdate stuff, which is interesting.
Yeah. Which could be handy, I guess, if you're, you have a page that you haven't worked on in a while and you want to kind of bring it current.
That it would be
get started again.
That's the exact use for that.
Well,
I haven't posted anything for 6 months. Let me just kind of backdate a couple of posts and make my my social media page look a little more current.
Yeah.
So that's an easy
I like
way.
kind of these more generic, I say generic, but kind of canned posts, the IDX feeds and things like that, that really, your page is going to update every 15 minutes anyways by itself. So even if you schedule out a post with an IDX link for 2 months from now, it's still, when they click on it, going to show current homes. So that's that kind of stuff you can set up ahead of time. Maybe you have an hour one morning to just schedule out a bunch of different posts, and then during the week you're kind of doing the filler stuff, the today's news and what you have going on and things like that. So it just makes it a little, it boosts it up a little bit for yourself.
And the thing that I like, Travis, is, we all get into, spots where we're super busy doing the other stuff. We're chasing around, clients, we're doing this and that. And there might be a week or 2 weeks where we just didn't get to a post, right? So we don't want that to happen. So we want to make sure that at the beginning of the month, we just schedule we know that there's going to be some stuff out there. There's going to be some touches to our sphere of influence, but we just take the guesswork out of it, right? Of course, throughout the week or throughout the month, you're going to be, maybe you'll have a great meeting with a client, and, you can be leaving that meeting with the client and do a quick 30-second video of yourself saying, hey, I just met with the Smith family. They were interested in this. I thought they had a great question about this. We were able to solve this little problem with them, and we're moving on to the next step. Click, post, right? So we like to have those quick little boosts and those quick video blurbs going out there as well. But we know if we don't get to them, we have stuff scheduled and we're going to be top of mind with our people. So very, very cool. Another way to really streamline all of our social media is to use a company like Hootsuite. This is Hootsuite. They've been around for a long time. And we can get all of our social media onto one kind of dashboard, right? And so here we can compose and we can make sure that maybe we want the same information to go out to our Twitter, our Facebook, our Instagram, and our LinkedIn. So we can do all of these at once. So we can create, attach the media, we can put our message in, we can add links and do all the same stuff. And it's going to go out to all of our social media. And the exact same thing there, we can schedule these out. And so we can basically schedule when this is going to happen. So Travis, do you have any experience with Hootsuite?
Yeah, I've used Hootsuite in the past. It is really nice. You do have to sit down and schedule all the posts, but the post itself, it lays out well. Sometimes when you're using other posting things, maybe the link doesn't display right, and the post doesn't look quite right sometimes.
That is correct. That's correct.
Yeah, so Hootsuite definitely, is going to look the most natural out of a lot of the other programs out there. But you do have to sit down and schedule each one of the posts.
For sure.
I think you can do it recurring, can't you?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
So, same thing here. Maybe use Hootsuite for a few kind of more generic-ish things to just make sure the stuff's scheduled. And Pam asks, how much is Hootsuite? I think the base is maybe $25 a month. Does that sound right, Travis?
I haven't been in there lately. I've actually been using kind of another one that's kind of quick and dirty, and that one's free.
we
using,
like free.
I've worked at ifttt.com.
Let's pull it up. ifttt.com.
ttt.com, and it stands for if this then that. And
like
basically, it's just fully automating your life.
I like it.
So it has a lot of house stuff. So basically, what you do is you create recipes in there. They're already made for you, but you kind of choose them. So you could say, there might be a recipe for posting, like an automated post each day, and you would throw in the link in there, and it would post, a certain link each day to Facebook or one of these other things. And actually what I used it for is I created one. I know some people are, paying for Facebook automation or something, where there's companies out there that post stuff for you, and it's usually like You Love the Kitchen, that kind of stuff. And so I'm a busy guy, and I like to have some filler in my Facebook feed as well on my business page. And so what I did is I just went over to bobvila.com, and I connected to his RSS feed. It's kind of high level, but
that's very high level. I love it.
Yeah, I connected to his RSS feed, and so every time he puts up a new blog post about some sort of home improvement or something like that, it posts over to my Facebook business page through this program.
Love it.
So it's kind of cool. He's got a lot of great blog posts, obviously. I mean, he's a major name out there, Yeah. And so it's just kind of filler content about home improvement projects and stuff like that. And then the rest of them I schedule out. And then during the week, I post natural stuff. So it's kind of a good mix.
No, that's a good blend too. And so that goes back to our training, I think 2 weeks ago, where we talked about curation and, what to post. And so Bob Vila Home Tips is great idea. Go in there occasionally, see what he's doing. If you're super advanced like Travis, you can set up an RSS feed from his posts. So that way you're making sure that your sphere of influence is getting home tips, home improvement tips. What a great thing to send out to your people and say, hey, I found this on bobvila.com. It's a great tip on how to, fix this or that or whatever the heck it is.
And then you can also get a recipe so every time something posts to your Facebook page, that it'll automatically post that same thing to your Twitter or your Instagram or somewhere else. Or maybe you have a blog that you want to, if you wrote a blog, you can create a recipe, or like I said, they're already made. You just have to find it. Where the blog, once you post it from your website, that it'll post over to your Facebook business page and your Twitter and so on and so forth. So it's another really, really good automation system, I guess you would call it. It just takes a little bit of time to kind of figure it out. But once you do, I mean, there's just a ton of stuff in there you can use, not just for real estate, but there's a lot of home automation stuff on there too, which is kind of cool if you have, smart home stuff going on.
Yeah, and that's another great, content is smart home things, the Ring doorbells and, all of these cool smart home technologies, Alexa and, what have you. So those are all great things to be posting into our social media. In between our salesy things and, hey, here's a new listing. Between those things, and we follow a gentleman named Gary Vanderchuk, and his theory with social media posting is, for every one salesy post, you provide value and you give things away. And so you want to have about 5 to 10 giveaway good information posts to your one salesy post. So you're not always just out of, hey, here's another property. Here's another property. It's, well, I've got properties and all that, but guess what? I also love to provide great links and great information to my sphere of influence. So a great blend and a great way to not be obnoxious on social media and to really just be a helpful, realtor and a asset to your sphere of influence.
I didn't mean to take you off on a tangent with this thing.
No. This is exactly what we're talking about. Our whole idea here is automation, utilizing technology to make our lives easier. That's what Alta Realty Group is all about. So you guys, we have run out of time, and I don't see any other questions in the chat. But again, let me show you our Calendly little calendar. Go to calendly.com/Alta Realty Group. And if you need extra help, you can schedule a training with me one-on-one, and we can go through whatever facet of internet or marketing you need. So Travis, thanks so much for coming on the webinar. You always provide great insights, so we appreciate you being here.
Yes. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And agents, get out there, make it a great day, and we will see you next week on the webinar. Thanks a lot for joining, guys. Bye-bye.